A Course in Miracles Workbook, Lesson 121. Forgiveness is the key to happiness.
Lesson 121 means that letting go of anger opens the door to happiness. When you hold on to hurt or blame, your heart feels heavy. Forgiveness does not mean saying something wrong is okay. It means choosing peace instead of carrying pain. When you forgive, your heart feels lighter and happiness can come back in.
Here is the answer to your search for peace. It is the key to understanding a world that seems confusing and scary. It shows you how to feel safe, even when things around you seem dangerous or unsure. All your questions are answered here, and your worries can finally be gone.
We are reminded again that life in this world can feel confusing, scary, and full of problems. But the answer is always forgiveness. Forgiveness helps us go back to the place in our mind where we first made a wrong choice and gives us the chance to choose again. The world does not make sense when we think only about ourselves, but forgiveness helps us see that we are all the same and can share peace.
The unforgiving mind is full of fear and does not let love grow or bring peace. It feels sad and stuck in pain, with no hope of feeling better. It lives in a dark place, always afraid, even though it cannot see clearly. It believes danger is everywhere.
The unforgiving mind is scared because it believes it has done something terrible and tries to hide that by blaming others. It thinks, deep down, that it hurt God and now fears everyone around it. This fear shows up as anger, blame, and seeing others as dangerous, even though it is really coming from our own mind. Jesus tells us that we are doing this to ourselves. The fear and pain we feel do not come from the world or other people, but from inside us. We are dreaming a scary dream and forgetting it is just a dream. When we blame others, we feel like innocent victims, but this keeps us stuck in fear. Forgiveness helps us wake up and remember that love, not guilt, is the truth.
The unforgiving mind feels scared and confused all the time. It does not understand itself or the world. It feels weak and angry, and it does not know what to do. It is scared to move forward and scared to stay still. It is afraid of the dark, but even more afraid of the light, which could help it feel better.
Everyone who thinks they live in this world feels fear deep inside, even if they try to hide it. We pretend we are strong and know what is true, but deep down, we are scared because we believe we did something wrong and that God is mad at us. To hide from this fear, we made up a world and bodies to live in. We thought this would protect us, but it only hid the truth. We fear both the darkness of guilt and the light of love, because the light would show us that we are not separate and special. The ego uses guilt and blame to keep us stuck in fear, so we do not choose the love and peace already inside us.
The unforgiving mind sees a world full of guilt and fear. It does not believe in mistakes, only in big, terrible wrongs that cannot be fixed. It thinks the world is scary because it is really seeing its own fear and guilt. It wants to feel better, but does not believe it can. It wants to be forgiven, but cannot see how. It feels trapped and hopeless, thinking there is no way out because it sees everyone as bad. Even though it wants to live in peace, it does not believe peace is possible.
The unforgiving mind feels trapped and scared because it thinks everyone is guilty and out to get it. We blame others for the pain we feel, thinking they are the cause, when really it comes from our own mind. We do not want to admit our own guilt, so we say others are to blame. But Jesus reminds us there is a way out. We can choose forgiveness and remember this world is not our true home. Real joy comes from waking up to the love that is still in us.
The unforgiving mind feels hopeless and believes nothing will ever get better. It thinks the world is bad and that it can never change. It does not realize it is making itself feel this way. It thinks what it sees proves it is right, so it never asks for help or looks for a new way. It believes it already knows everything, even though it is wrong.
The unforgiving mind feels hopeless because it believes everything ends in death. We do not know that we are the ones dreaming this life, and we have forgotten that we have a mind that can choose a different way. Jesus wants us to understand that we made this dream of pain and fear, but we can wake up from it. Forgiveness helps us see that the world and its problems are not real. When we remember that we are the dreamer, not just a person in the dream, we can choose peace instead of fear.
Forgiveness is something we learn. It is not something we are born knowing, because our true mind cannot sin. Since we taught ourselves to believe in sin, we need help to learn forgiveness. We learn it from a special teacher inside of us, the Holy Spirit, who shows us how to forgive the self we made up. When we do, the false self disappears, and we return to the one true self that has never done anything wrong.
Jesus teaches that our true mind cannot sin, but we must learn forgiveness to fix the mistake we made by listening to the ego. The ego always speaks first and is always wrong. The Holy Spirit is the quiet, loving voice that helps us learn the truth. We made up a false self and a world to blame for our problems, but forgiveness helps us see that we made it all up in a dream. When we forgive others, we learn that no one really hurt us, and we can choose peace instead. With practice, we remember who we really are, God's perfect Son, and wake up from the dream.
Every time you see someone with an unforgiving mind, it is a chance to help your own mind learn how to forgive. That person is waiting for peace, and you can bring it to them now. They feel stuck, but your forgiveness gives them hope. And when you give them hope, you find it for yourself too. By showing others that forgiveness is possible, you learn it too for yourself. When you help others feel safe and loved, you begin to feel that way too.
When I see someone being unkind or angry, it is my chance to practice forgiveness. They are not really bad. They are just scared and calling for help. Their actions show me a part of myself that needs healing too. Jesus teaches that when people attack, they are really asking for love. And if I stay calm and peaceful, I help them see there is another way. And when I do that, I learn it for myself too. We help each other remember that love, not fear, is the truth.
All your learning comes from the special teacher inside you, who helps you find your true self. Today, we practice forgiveness. If you are willing, you can use the key to happiness and unlock it for yourself. We will spend 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night learning how to forgive others and also let ourselves be forgiven.
The Holy Spirit is the one who teaches through us. We do not learn with our body or ego, but with the part of our mind that chooses the Holy Spirit instead of the ego. That is when real learning begins. Jesus asks us to practice forgiveness today. First, think of someone you dislike and imagine light around them. Then do the same with someone you like. Finally, see the same light around you. This helps us learn that we are all the same, and no one is more or less deserving of love.
The unforgiving mind does not believe that giving and receiving are the same. But today we will practice forgiveness to learn they are. Think of one person you do not like and one person you do like. Try to forgive them both and see them as the same. Then remember that when you forgive them, you are also set free. Their peace is your peace too.
This lesson teaches us that we are all one. In heaven, there is only perfect oneness, nothing outside it and nothing else within it. We cannot fully feel that oneness in the world of bodies, but we can get a glimpse of it through forgiveness. We may look different, but deep down we are all the same. We all made the same mistake, and we all need the same healing. Whether we like someone or not, we share the same need for love and peace.
Start the longer practice period by thinking of someone you do not like. It could be someone who bothers you, makes you upset, or someone you try to ignore. It does not matter how you feel about them. Just think of that person. They are the right one to practice with today.
Jesus wants us to know that any unkind thought we have about someone matters, no matter how small or big it seems. Being slightly annoyed or very angry is the same. They both hide the truth. It does not matter how strong the feeling is. If we think someone can take away our peace, even a little, we are believing in something that is not true. All unkind thoughts are the same because they all block love and truth.
Now close your eyes and picture this person in your mind. Look at him for a moment. Try to see a small light in him, even just a tiny spark you never saw before. Keep looking until you find that light. Then imagine it's growing and spreading all around him. Turn the picture in your mind into something bright, beautiful, and good.
This lesson is not just about pretending everyone is nice. Jesus wants us to be honest and notice when we see someone in an ugly way, when we feel angry, upset, or disappointed with them. This could be someone we call a friend or someone we do not like at all. We must see this picture first before we can truly forgive. We made these ugly pictures to hide the light in others and in ourselves. But when we look at them with Jesus, with honesty and kindness, the ugliness disappears. That is how we learn to forgive and remember love.
Look at the new way you see the person you did not like. Now think of someone you call a friend. Try to see the same light around your friend that you saw around the other person. See your friend as more than just a friend. In the light, he shows you healing, wholeness, and love. Let both your friend and the one you dislike give that light back to you. Now you are all the same, joined together in peace. You have forgiven them and yourself.
The second part of the exercise is to do the same thing, but this time with someone you see as a friend. When you see that your friend and your enemy are really the same, your friend becomes even more special in a new way, not because they are better, but because you now see the holiness in both of them. As you forgive them, you feel peace and healing too. You see how beautiful everyone really is. And now, seeing the same light in your friend, your enemy, and yourself, you remember that we are all one.
Remember all day how important forgiveness is. It helps every mind that feels upset, including your own. Every hour, say to yourself, forgiveness is the key to happiness. I will wake up from the dream that I am weak and wrong, and remember, I am God's perfect son.
During the day, if you feel upset with someone or think they are better or worse than others, say to yourself, this is my dream, and I can choose a better one. The fear and anger I see outside are really coming from inside me, but they are not real. Now I choose forgiveness instead and feel peace and joy in my heart. Forgiveness helps me see a beautiful world where nothing is wrong and everyone is joined together in love.
Forgiveness is the key to happiness. Forgiveness is the key to happiness. Forgiveness is the key to happiness.